go ahead and at a 45-degree angle, tell me about the color of it. Is it
very dark?
Very dark, more purplish red, more orangish red? Purplish red, I totally agree with you. Tell me about the rim variation. How much has the color precipitated towards the center of it? Almost not. This is a very young wine. Maybe it's a year or two old, but not that old. Hold your thumb under it and tell me how clearly you can see your thumb. Is it a high, medium, or low transparency?
Medium.
Medium transparency. You can see the detail. It's definitely not like invisible. Let's go ahead and swirl it. Let's talk about the viscosity.
Oh, that's very viscous.
Yeah. Very viscous. That sticks for a minute, and then it starts making little tiny, like, fat drops. Yeah. This has got really high viscosity. Agreed.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and smell it, and tell me about red fruit or black fruit. Totally different than the last one, isn't it?
Yeah. It's spicy.
Yeah, this one is spicy. Black fruit, we're hearing?
That's what I get.
Yeah.
Spiciness.
And peppery.
Pepperiness, yep. But it's so vegetable-y, yes, I agree. And earthy. There's red fruit and black fruit in it. I get like raspberries and cherries, but I also get like blackberries and plums.
I just get the black. I
You're
think
gonna get
a lot of the earthiness, I think.
Yes, there's a lot of earthy. This has got that like garden, that dirt.
Really,
Yeah,
really
sweet, spicy.
Mineral.
Yeah, I totally agree. There is a jam I've had, Food for Thought's local Chicago jam maker, and they do a raspberry and black pepper jam, and that is exactly what this smells like to me. Everyone finds it again. Any kind of non-fruits. We already talked about black pepper, but any other, we said vegetable-y, any kind of other flowers, any grasses, any other food items?
Vanilla.
Vanilla? Yep, there's the oak content in there,
Yeah,
so for sure.
Leather.
The earthiness is really straightforward. Leather, agreed. It's got something like... This is the wine that smells like Ron Burgundy's study. It's got this like...
rich mahogany.
Yes, it's got leather-bound books and rich mahogany going on here. This is a very gentleman's wine kind of thing. You've got a smoking jacket on when you're having this glass of wine. I agree. It's got that for sure. Definitely the wood content. We're getting that in the tobacco, in the leather, in the straight-up wood, in the vanilla. Go ahead and smell it. Let's start hearing I confirm.
Oh, I taste the red fruit.
Yeah, you taste it, you get the red fruit. You smell the black, you taste the red. Sometimes it overlaps. You get that brighter raspberry is suddenly visible, but you can smell the dark fruit. That tells us what? Do you guys remember? Yes, it's a combination. It's probably a blend of two things that are opposite, that they feel traditionally complements each other. Okay, what else do we get?
Metallic.
Short finish. Short finish, yeah.
Metallic.
Metallic, yeah, confirm the metallic. I definitely confirm the leather and the wood, too, and that kind of like smokiness. This one is much more emphasis, I feel, on the earthiness and the leather quality as opposed to being a fruit bomb like some of the last ones have, and the pepper. That muskiness. We had a short finish. What do we say for the acidity? High, medium, or low? Let it get under the sides of your tongue by your teeth.
Really high.
Medium high.
Yeah, medium high. Surprisingly mouth-watering. This is a tasty wine. I can drink this all night. Let's also talk about body. How mouth-filling is it? Skim milk, whole milk, heavy whipping cream, high, medium, or low?
Medium low.
Yeah, medium low. It's light, it's easy to drink, it's short finish, it's mouth-watering. All of these are things that will trick you into drinking wine all night. This is another guzzler, but for a totally different reason. And you also don't feel silly and fruity like you do with the White Zinfandel. So then let's talk about the climate based on the alcohol burn. How's the burn? And then tell you about the climate. High, medium, or low?
I really don't.
I can't get it.
I feel like
Taking into account this is wine number 6.
Yeah.
And rewinding a little bit.
I feel the acidity, but I don't feel the burns.
It's like medium low.
Yeah.
Medium.
I'd say medium. I'd say overall give yourself an extra half a category based on the fact that you know you're used to wine by now. And that matches medium corresponds to what we're seeing on the whole glass. So it's got a medium alcohol content. So what does that tell us about the climate? Yeah, someplace warm but not blazing hot.
Yeah.
Agreed. And so let's, Old World or New World? Is this more subtle and earthy or loud and fruity? Subtle and earthy, Old World. So this is Old World. This is somewhere from a moderately warm climate. What are some grapes that it could possibly be? Syrah, Pinot Noir, Malbec.
I want to say
Cabernet, yep.
Or the Cabernet Merlot blend.
Cabernet Merlot blend, because we
Yeah,
were
it's the
talking
same
about
one.
how it was a blend. There's another famous blend. We started to name it.
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir, and what? What do you think?
GSM.
It could be Pinot Noir, yes, but sorry, the actual specific question being, if we're saying that it was a blend because you smell the black fruit and you taste the red fruit, what's the other famous blend that we had mentioned earlier? Cabernet Merlot, yes, and then Syrah and Grenache. That's the other one I was going for, because someone said Syrah already. Because Syrah is very black fruit and peppery, as we saw with that 100% Syrah that we had just tried, and then Grenache is much more lighter, brighter red fruit, so they mesh very well together. That's why I lean towards that, because of the whole like red raspberry black pepper jam kind of thing. It's got Syrah qualities and Grenache qualities very well together. 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5, 5 to 10.
1 to 3.
1 to
1 to 3 is young.
1 to 3, because it has a young fruitiness going for it. Agreed. Let's add all that together then. We know it's someplace moderate warm. We're saying it's old world. It could be a blend. It could be the Merlot Cabernet. It could be the Syrah Grenache. It could also be Pinot Noir, and it could also be what else do we name? Malbec, or the other ones we named. So putting all that together, what could it definitely is this because, or there's no way it could be this because.
I think it's like
Cabernet blend. What's your reasoning? What's your because?
because of the difference between the aroma and the flavor, and it's a little bit, it's a drier bread, but it also is still like flat a little. It's
Yeah.
not like
It's
there's
not
still
so
some sweetness to it.
it doesn't like startle you. It's so
Yeah.
dry. Yeah, I agree. That's a good reason.
Could it-
Somewhere in the back, I heard someone discussing Southern Rhone. Is that the guest back there?
We call Syrah and Grenache.
Syrah Grenache, Southern Rhone, and then I'm sorry, what were you about to
I was
say?
going to say it's probably not Malbec because of it tastes more of the red fruits.
Yeah, and Malbec has a very intensely black fruit,
Yeah.
almost blue fruit kind of thing. Also, Malbec does not do very well in France. Malbec originally comes from just under Bordeaux. It is a French grape. It's down in the Armagnac region. It's usually called Côte, C-O-T, Côte. I don't know how I'm saying it, but it doesn't do well there. But it does really well in Argentina, which is why you see tons of it in Argentina and almost none of it in France. Okay, so we have two major guesses. Malbec is ruled out. It could be the famous Bordeaux blend, and it could be the Southern Rhone blend because of the conflicting factors. So make your own personal guess. This is the one that we are going to put up for a prize, so write this down somewhere. Make your own personal guess, and also give me the percentages of the blend. And the reasoning behind that is that if you are saying that it is Syrah and Grenache, Syrah is the one that's black fruit and black pepper. Grenache is the one that's red fruit. If you think it's more red fruit, then maybe go 70-30 in favor of Grenache. I'm not going to down to the exact number, but this is how we'll narrow it down between people. You know, maybe one person guessed 75-25. Same thing with Cabernet and Merlot. Cabernet is much more structured, much more masculine, famous for that green bell pepper kind of smell, more tannic, more black fruit. Merlot is much softer, much jammier, much plummier, the voluptuous feminine one. So depending on what the leaning of this one is, tell me which one you think is the majority grape and write down your percentage. With Cabernet and Merlot, that will tell you East Bank or West Bank in Bordeaux, because with the Bordeaux River, on the West Bank they lean towards Cabernet, on the East Bank they lean towards Merlot. So just that decision of is it more structured or is it more soft will give you an even more specific location. So we'll get the two exact grapes, alcohol percentage, then we're going to get an exact year, and we're going to get an exact alcohol percentage down to 1 decimal point. They usually do it in quarters. They usually do 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. And I may start humming the Jeopardy theme if you all start like, think about it, but don't drive yourself crazy, you know? Like, it's just a bottle of wine at the end of the day. A bottle of wine and a round of applause is all that it is.
Write that one. And the glory.
And the glory. And the glory. Guns, gold, and glory.
So we're guessing the percentage grape.
To the percentage.
Guess the same thing. She wants to narrow it down.
Okay.
We're gonna win.
Yeah. And also, that's if you think it's a blend. If someone's going with totally Pinot Noir, that's fine. If you have a good reason for it. Although we have a really good argument for the blend. The fact that you smell and taste different elements that could mean more than one grape.
It makes sense.
see that. It's got like a salty thing going on for it. That's why I'm giving you a minute to reference something you think you know you saw once, but not to read the whole textbook, because that's like defeating the point here.
It's gonna be nice.
All right. Do we have some final answers all around?
I couldn't do this in a high-pressure situation.
Everyone's got their, everyone good?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. I still think you're actively writing right now. You can finish writing, but no more researching. Okay. So let's go around and guess. I want to hear all of them. Start go around.
I said Syrah Grenache, 70-30, Southern France, 12.75%.
All right.
I said a Bordeaux Cab 60%, Merlot 40, 2010, 13.5.
Okay.
I went with the Cab 75, Merlot 25, Bordeaux 2010, 12.5%.
Okay.
Team effort.
Team effort. I agree. You'll be splitting the bottle of wine if it works out that way.
East Bank Bordeaux 60-40, Merlot Cab 2011, 13.25.
Okay.
2011 Pinot Noir, 12.5 somewhere.
12.5 somewhere.
It's an earth wine.
Somewhere.
I'm not very good at this.
All right. Let's start going around the back table and we'll
Let's
come
do
up
that.
here. So.
I went with the Grenache Syrah 60-40 and 12% Southern Rhone 2012.
Okay.
Almost the same except 2011.
2011. Okay.
Syrah Grenache 2010 and from Spain.
Okay. Do you have percentages on Syrah and Grenache?
Yeah, 60-40.
60-40, okay?
Syrah and Grenache, 70-30, 11.5% South Rhone in 2011.
Okay.
I said 2011 Rhone 11%, Syrah 25, Grenache 75.
What do you think?
I said 2011 Syrah Grenache, 12.5% alcohol, 75% Syrah, 25% Grenache.
Okay.
I said Cab Malbec, Argentina 50-50, 12%, 2011.
All right. I like that you're stabbing out there. Go for that.
I said 2011 Cabernet 60-40 from East Bay.
13%.
Yep.
I said 2011 Merlot 70%, Cab Sauv 30%, alcohol percent 13.
Okay.
I went with a Grenache Syrah, 40% Grenache, 6 red Syrah, year 2009, alcohol percent 13.2.
Okay. Do you give me an exact location?
I went with northern Spain.
Northern Spain. Okay.
Very close. Grenache Syrah 40-60, Northern Rhone 2010, but 11.5.
All right. And the final answer, drum roll please. It is a 2011 Southern Rhone 75% Grenache, 25% Syrah. Oh. Alcohol percentage? Alcohol percentage 14.5.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure it was back in that corner, right? Yeah. You were close. You said Southern Rhone, I think, is it 60-40?
I did.
Right? Yeah, that was the closest one we have.
Yeah.
I think it's her. All right, round of applause for that one.